I'm still trying to just figure out where my head's at. Like, it's literally not one of those ones.
So do you want space? Like,
definitely not. Like, look, if you want space from this, I completely understand it.
Yes, hallelujah. Hey, glory be to my God in the highest. Hallelujah. Everybody saying hallelujah. Everybody shouting hallelujah. Listen, you're back here with Dr. Kojo. You know what time it is, baby. Have some shame, have some class. Listen, I told you guys, why don't you trust your Kojo? Why don't you trust your daughter who gets it right all the time when I talk about these reality TV shows? What did I tell you about Kaktherine? What did I tell you about Zach? What did I tell you about Molly? I told you all these things before they happened. Did I not tell you before it happened? I told you before it happened, didn't I? I told you, Zach, he's a playboy. I told you, you guys want to shun the rhymes. Instead, you go bastard the rhymes. You said you wanted to shun the rhymes. You wanted to do scandal. You wanted to do black and white love, swirly. You wanted to do all those things. I told you, don't get too excited. I said the way she left Andre is the same way Zach will leave her. Now she's in the same position. The disrespect is even larger than what she left Andre. Because you thought Andre was going to be too territorial. Sis, come and see what men who don't care about you, what they look like. Come and see what they come and look like. Come and see. Come and see what the boys have done. Come and see what the boys have done. Come and see what the boys have done. Come and see. I told you. Okay? I told you. No. I told you these guys. I told you that Zach, he's going to play boy the Kaktherine. I told you Kaktherine is like Andre to Zach. That told you. Molly, I knew she's a game player. I told you Molly's a game player. I called it out from the very beginning. Yeah. It's all this crying that she was doing, saying I want Mitch to be, to be jealous. I told you, come and see what the Lord has done. 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 They really said I was. Someone really commented. I was commenting down. I was celebrating the downfall of Kaktherine. And the thing is, it's not. I like Kaktherine. I just knew that when you went to Spicy Mayo, have some shame, have some class, I knew it was going to go down. Okay? I told you, have some shame, have some class, because some of you are getting too excited about the way she left Andre. When I start hearing comments like she's too good for him, oh, she needs this kind of guy because she's so good looking. I said, is that how you judge things? See, you guys fall prey to this whole because she's good looking. That's why. I said, just because she's good looking does not mean that she has good discernment. Number two, just because she's good looking does not mean she deserves also the most handsome looking in Sky. Like, again, I'm not saying that she can't have that. What I'm saying is, be very much aware. She was here crying, saying he's like he's territorial. I said, that's the boy that loves you. This the boy that loves you and cares about you. Territorial. It didn't take long. When you left him, he went. When you said that he's not for you, he went. Okay? He went. You said that he's territorial. Abby, because you listened to Ella and Ella told you that advice about because he asked if he should come and interrupt you and Zach. He was coming to save you. But because you have no class, you have no shame, you are in this position. Now you must sit on the bench. Have some class, have some shame. This is the trouble, you know? So I'm just saying. I'm not saying she's bad. Okay? I'm not saying she's bad. But I want to be very honest. Kaktherine wasn't... Bro, honestly, Kaktherine was not being honest. That's what I don't like. And I said this at the time. I said, there was no evidence of Andre doing too much. The actual thing was you didn't like him. And when people do that, you have to be aware of them. Yeah, I was like, when she was done, I was like, you yourself, you cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. So yeah, she was looking for a way out, bro. She was looking for a way out, and you found it. You found your British prince, and come and see what your British prince has done. He does what the British do. come and colonize, take over, and then they decimate you and discard you. They love bomb you and then discard you. Yeah, that's what you get. And I was like, because at the time when she was saying that Andre was too what territorial. She was making the most of it. He won't even let me have conversations with you. I mean, I bet he's gonna put me over for chats. When I started hearing that, I said, "Oh, Kaktherine, I like you, but this thing there, main pet, main pet. No, Kaktherine, this one there, main pet. The way you're going about it, I didn't like the way you're going. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, I didn't like that. So, but when you were dropping those bars, I was like, But that does not mean that Zach can do whatever he wants. I have smoke for Zach. Don't worry. We have smoke for Zach. Have some shame, have some mother freaking class. We are going to stretch his t-shirt. Don't worry. I'm going to stretch his t-shirt like this. We are going to tear his t-shirt. Don't worry. We are going to grab t-shirt like this and tear him. You understand? That's how we're going to tear the t-shirt. We're going to stretch it. You understand? Yeah? Left to right. Kai. Seal. We're going to stretch the t-shirt. When you get back into a t-shirt, you'll not be able to fit in the t-shirt. You understand? Yeah. We're going to tear it like they tore Jesus' clothes and garment on the cross. You understand? Shout out to my Lord and personal Savior. Okay, so we are going to get into it. Mister, before we do, like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notifications of uploads. We appreciate you as well. Listen, like it, share, subscribe. We want to see you guys enjoy more content. Share it with somebody who enjoys Love Island. Share it with people who love this and enjoy. We're going to talk about some real stuff today. And also as well, don't forget, listen, baby, I always say this, baby, look, if you love the content, you want to support what we do, then by all means, you can cash up. Some of you have been complaining that my cash up is not working. You're outside the region of US or UK. Cash App does not work outside of UK or US. You need to be in US or UK. If you're outside of that, it does not work for you. So you can do something else. You can PayPal. Yeah, look, you can PayPal. Me, I'm not too proud to beg. I'm not begging, but you know what I mean. But anyway, listen, let's get into this because we have to share some t-shirts and I got some clips for you, okay? Because it's the next day. So let's get into some tearing of some t-shirts and tearing of some things. But before we start with Zach, let me start with this.
He's handsome, irresistible, and incredibly humble.
I feel like we're in a good place. Like, I'm happy where we're at.
Same. If someone that's more your type than me coming tomorrow and was like, yeah, I want Ella.
Let's be honest here. Let's tear some t-shirts here. Look, have some shame and have some motherfucking class. Tie. There was no need for the amount of brutality that you brought to the table. Ella did not need all that brutality. I don't know what got into you. It's like you're passive aggressive. You understand? First of all, you are snitching on your boy earlier on. I don't rate that game. I'm going to be honest with you. Tai, I don't rate those things. You understand what I'm saying to you? When you're snitching on Zach, look, as much as I don't like Zach and what he's doing, I don't like snitches. Yeah? Snitches get stitches. I didn't like that. Then for you to come and sit down and be talking to Ella and then telling Ella, you know what? If someone comes in, I'm definitely checking to them. I was, hey, do you have to be so brutal? Do you have to be so rough-handed? Is it necessary? Okay? Yeah? I get it that you want to let her know that, you know what? You are not... And really what you just said is you're not really feeling her. That's what you're really saying. But, okay. You want to let her know that, you know what, if I want to move, I'm going to move. I don't want this combobulation and confusion that I just saw Zach and Kaktherine with. But the reality is, it's not the way, it's the way you're doing it. The heavy-handedness of the attack was too much. You understand? I get it. I understand that you're not feeling her, but relax a little bit. Ease off a little bit. You're heavy-handed. It's too much.
But you're my type.
Give us someone more my type.
Well, how can they be more my type?
Okay, well, not more my type.
They're an inch taller. So what are you saying? If a girl comes in tomorrow, that's...
I want to let you know something. Ty will never let Ella win. I'm telling you for sure now. Even when she said about the height thing, do you see how he looked? I'm telling you, he did the exact same thing when in the very first few episodes when they were sitting down at the table. And she said about what was she talking about? I can't remember what she said. She said something, and he said, pipe down, don't get ahead of yourself. When I heard those bars, I said, have some shame, have some class about yourself. Have some shame, have some class about yourself. He basically just told, listen, you're never going to beat me. And do you know how I know that? Because I also have some similar mentalities at some points in time in life. I know it. That mentality is, I'm never going to let you get one over me. You specifically, I'm never going to let you get one over me. Like, even if I have to go for somebody I'm going to settle with, I will settle with them just to beat you. He's never going to let Ella win. He's never going to allow it to happen. If she can even dream it, he will slap the dream out of her head. If she can even think it, he will cut the thought process out of her head. If she can even say it, he will close her lips. And if she can even try to walk it, Abby, he will remove the runway from her feet. I'm telling you, like, he will not allow her to win. He's not going to allow her to ever win. So if she thinks about moving and moving and grooving, he's going to let her know, I'm going to move first. I'm going to win. I'm going to beat you. I'm not going to allow you to do me dirty. And I'm never going to allow you to embarrass me. It can never be. Have some shame, have some class. You're never going to embarrass me. I cannot be embarrassed. Not by you, darling. Honestly, and that tells me something also. It's like there's a lot of pride in Ty. There's a lot of pride in Ty. Ty, he jokes, laughs, and it's very funny and very good looking. So you don't see it happening, okay? You won't see it happening. But around time, his kind of hurt will be so devastating. You think Zach's bad because Zach is very obvious. You see, Zach is in your face, very blasé. I don't care, nonchalant. How I feel is how I feel. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Ty is almost playing like, you know what? I know I'm a bad boy, but I'm gonna play the good boy, but I'm a bad boy. It's even worse. Because he's a bad boy saying I'm a good boy, but he's really a bastard. That's the truth. Yeah, he's really a bastard. Like his level of madness will come and you'll be so comfortable thinking that something is going, and it's not going anywhere. Okay? It's not going anywhere. So don't be confused by Ty when his carnage begins. You see, something about Ty is giving me that he's going to create carnage. Yeah? It's going to create carnage. Something about Ty is telling me he's going to create carnage. Yeah? He's going to create carnage. In fact, let me bring my new sound effect for you guys when there's going to be carnage somewhere.
Let there be carnage. Let there be carnage.
That tells you all you need to know. When you hear that sound ringing from your ears, ringing, let there be carnage. That is what Ty is working with. Ty is let there be carnage. You understand what I'm saying to you? Let there be carnage. So, as Ella has heard, don't pour your eggs in the basket. You said you're comfortable with him, and he immediately told you, don't get freaking comfortable, Dove. You said you're comfortable to sit there. I said, hey, don't get comfortable. I'm gonna move when I want to move. You have to deep what when someone's telling you that, be aware. It means don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, he just told you, okay, that if you're thinking about getting comfortable and sitting down and taking off your shoes, hey, don't take your shoes off because you are going to be getting out very soon. You are just warming the pew, you're warming the bench, and you're warming the seat. I need you to relax. Okay, relax. But don't be comfortable because you could be out of here very soon. Yeah? Cool. Let's talk about the ventriloquist because that needs to be talked about because we need to talk about Molly and Mitch, yeah? At this point, I told you Molly is just a player. I told you it's just a little player.
For you and that, and you want to do what you want to do, what's best and stuff, but my head hasn't changed. It's always been you've always been my number one. So I was stood there and thinking, if Molly doesn't get me, Jess might grab me last second.
Can we talk about the body language? Can we talk about the body language? Can we talk about the body language? Huh? Right? Can we talk about the body language? You see, the body language is important. The body language is important because the way she's looking is like a ventriloquist doll. Have you noticed? Look again, the ventriloquist doll. Look one more time, ventriloquist doll. Look how she looks. Just look.
For you and that, and you want to do what you want to do, what's best and stuff. But my head hasn't changed. It's always been you've always been my number one.
Is she staring at him like that? Her head is like this, and she's looking at him. It's giving us. It's giving Teda. It's giving is giving is giving Chucky the doll, you know, it's giving goosebumps, right? The reality of the situation, darling, you chose him for what reason? What is the reason? Because you felt you had no choice? You're not happy with it. Okay? You're not happy with it. Yeah? You're not happy with it. I don't think he's love bombing her. I want to be very clear. Again, I think because psychological terms get used a lot, right? He's not love bombing her. Love bombing, when you love bomb somebody, you have to also remove, like, love bombing. The frustration with this is that people, what happens in love bombing is the intense onslaught and then the removal. There has to be that discardment, because that's what makes it love bombing. You got what I'm saying to you? But I hear what you're saying. There's a lot of onslaught of love, but yeah, you know, he's a person who just likes her. He's just too excited. He hasn't got composure he hasn't got composure in comparison to her. Which, let's be honest, in the beginning she liked him, okay, the same way he liked her. It was not a problem until, okay, all right, until she did it, right? The problem wasn't until she didn't want it no more. Notice nobody was talking about Mitch and Molly and talking about Mitch is scary. He only became scary when she decided she didn't want it no more. But when they first started, they were both in the same place, right? And I know people said Luca from last season. I don't even like to even say Luca from last season, because even Luca from last season, Gemma wasn't even as interested the way he was. Let's be honest, right? In this thing, they started the first 3 days, they were like this. That sounds real wrong, but you know what I mean, yeah? They were inseparable, right? It's only when Zach decided that he's finding some interest in her that suddenly she decided to zip off. Now, what I will say, now I want to be very clear. What I will say is there are other aspects of his behavior that are more suspect. Yeah, that I would agree that are a little bit scary, right? And they're scary only because it's a man. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. It's only scary because he's a man. If it was a woman, would say, oh, she's a little bit, you know, she just likes him too much. She doesn't know how to come. But because it's a man, I understand that there's a physical threat there. So there's a slight difference, right? But the reality of the situation is, and one thing I like about what he's doing is less about how he feels about her, right? It's less about how he feels about her, right? Because in the beginning, like I said, they were both on the same wavelength. It's only when she decided that she wanted to, when she was getting different attention, that, you know, it's looking some bad way. But day 1, day 2, day 3, we were both saying it. Yeah, we were all saying it. Yeah, we were all saying that, you know, oh, these two look like they're gone already. They're secure. They were doing that. And then when she decided that she's not actually that secure, you know, mad things. Now, here's my thing. Mitch has got no coolness about him, no composure. He needs to learn that, right? He does need to learn that. That part, I have to agree. Mitch needs to learn how to have composure. Okay? Composure. Because you're lacking it. Now, here's the other thing that is also important. When you start talking about the other guys to the girl that likes the other guys, I find that hella sassy and bitchy. And it's just like, it's too much. And also the bad talking as well. It's almost as if it's a passive aggressive move to try and put her off them as well. We don't need it. Yeah, Mitch, we don't need that kind of behavior. If your girl that you are saying you're open to, let them talk to the boys. Let her talk without you interrupting and saying how bad.
Might be using Kaktherine as a stepping stone to get to you.
Do you think?
But I'm using you as a stepping stone to stay with you. But yeah, maybe like, Mom, look at yourself in the mirror. You're unreal. You're like the best looking.
So you know that. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. What are you really doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Why are you talking to her and talking about Zach is maybe using all the other girls as a stepping stone to get to her? Why? Why are you talking like that? That part is annoying. That part not only is annoying, it shows me a lack of confidence. It shows me a lack of confidence in your ability. It shows me a little bit of insecurity. Why are you talking about the other boys and what they might do? Stop it. I need you to stop it. It's not cute. It's not nice. It's not manly. It's not masculine. Stop it. Okay? We don't need you to be doing that. Okay? Right? That part is annoying. Stop that nonsense. Okay? All right? I've given you a pass on the how comfortable you are with her, but this we need you to stop. Okay? Immediately. Zap it. Yeah. Be done with it. And then the part where, and I think honestly, I personally don't think Molly wants Mitch like this. If I'm honest with you, Molly does not want Mitch like this, and he's just too much. And I agree, he is very full on.
You're freezing, aren't you?
Yeah.
All I cared about is your feelings, Mom. How was it from your POV?
Do you see how the way she's looking? She looks like somebody who's trapped. She looks like somebody who is trapped. Do you see the way her eyes were looking? The way her face was? She looked like she was trapped. Like, she honestly looks like she can't get away. And I'm like, darling, listen. It would have been better for you even to choose Sammy and create carnage. You know? It would have been better for you to do something and create carnage. Because at this rate, at this rate, it's a no-win situation for her. You get me? Now, the reality of the situation is, yeah, absolutely right. It's not. I think she's sexually attracted to Zach. I think she's sexually aroused by Zach. I think he makes her juices flow. I think he makes her juices correctly flow, and that is a confusion. You understand what I'm saying to you? That is a confusion. That's confusion there, unfortunately. So, it's kind of mad, at that point, and it's not easy on either side. So I think for her, she sees someone like Zach. It's a play. It's nice. It's enjoyment. It's a blow out the back situation. You know what I mean? It's a blow out the back, and we go about our business. You know what I'm saying? Blow the back out, and we go about our business. That's what it's giving. You understand? So sometimes you just meet with somebody and they got that sexual chemistry with you. It's just righteous in that area. But when it comes to anything else relationship wise, yeah, the brother is going to play you. If you go to Zach, try if you like, he will play you the same way he played Kaktherine. He will play you the same way he played Kaktherine. I'm telling you, don't play with that bastard. He's not righteous.
You've just done it so
natural.
It's been effortlessly natural.
All I need to do is look into your eyes and I'll know how you feel.
You can't even look in my eyes for more than 2 seconds.
Wrong clip, guys. But I can talk about it real quick. I mean, let's be fair too, yeah? This whole situation also as well, I'm going to play the clip later on, you see it. The kiss actually was initiated by Kaktherine. Nobody told her to. But they had a kiss in the bed, which they did have. Now, what I agree with is that he should have had a conversation with Kaktherine. It's a bit of a B move not to have a conversation with her when you know that you're feeling someone else.
Do you fancy them? Or is it just like conversation?
I don't know. Fancy Mitch.
Like, Mitch's head's in a fucking blender though. You might not violate. It's all.
Nah, Molly's smart. I don't know if the producers got to her. I'm not sure if they spoke to Molly behind the scenes. It feels like it. It feels like when the producers got to her behind the scenes. I'll tell you why. Her tune has completely changed. Right? And I mentioned this on Murad Morelli's breakdown as well. I said Molly's got smart because this is how I expected. This is what I wanted to see from her in the beginning when she addressed the original situation with Mitch. Right? This is how I expected her to play it. But it feels like now she's now playing it, which means for me, I feel like the producer got to her. I feel like some producer behind the scene has got to her and told her, hey, look, change the way you're playing the game. It's not working. Because every time they ask her, so what going with you and Zach? Well, I really like Mitch, but I'm open. That's how I expected you to play the game originally. Right? But she's now letting us know for sure. Hey, for sure. Okay? For sure. Like, yo, do this. Yeah? Oh, don't worry. Like, you just say that you're for Mitch, but be open. It'll work. Yeah. So for me, I was looking, I was like, this is not it. This is not it at all. This is not it at all. I said, this girl's playing a nice little game now. She's got it lit. She's got it pinned. Several occasions when the girl talked to her, she said, hey, I find Mitch attractive, or I want Mitch, or I like Mitch, but I'm open. And that consistent I'm open is quite interesting game as well. I think it's for the cameras, it's for the history, it's for when they go later on, look back and say, well, look back and go, well, she did say she liked him, like that when they told her, your word for today is open. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's when they say, listen, your word for today is open. Now his word for today is clarity. Okay, stick with that. You'll be all right. All right. That's our magic word. When you say clarity, we'll start filming and we'll make sure we produce the content that you need as well to make sure you're gonna be a star. All right, darling. All right, you'll be a star. Don't worry about it, darling. All right. You keep knocking them for dead. All right. It's a bit of a mad thing.
Probably Molly.
Do you reckon?
Really? Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're the same as me. You've been, you said that she's still an option, isn't it?
Nah, but it's not even that, bro. I've said things are going well with Kaktherine, but bro, it's like, I don't want to feel like I'm doubting or second guessing or anything.
All right, let's talk about it. This is elite level bastardry. Yeah, let's talk about the elite level bastardry because that's exactly what it is. Let's not lie. It's elite level bastardry. Okay, elite level bastardry. Okay, because Zach knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, it's elite level bastardry. Have some shame, have some class. He's elite level. Now, it's not about the fact that look, I personally love the game. I want him to continue playing the game. The elite level bastardry is when you don't tell someone that you're open to someone else. That's all I'm saying. Okay? All right? That's all I'm saying. That's the only elite level bastardry I'm talking about, right? Having the conversation. Right now, he's saying that he feels like he's drawing more close to Molly. I don't mind. If it's true, it's true. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If it is, hey, bro, I'm not gonna be mad at it. I'm not going to be mad at it. What I'm going to be mad at is that you're not telling the other person who you are paired up to. You know?
I don't know. Like I feel like I'm definitely thinking about you, little. And it's like I just want almost clarity to sort of understand like what could be there or isn't there. Like if I'm just being a bit silly.
I get that. I know what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying.
Now, the difficulty behind this is, again, I don't have no problems with him connecting with Molly. Continue to connect with Molly. Yeah, I've no shame, I've no class. I've no shame, I've no class. I'm not mad at it. Continue. But again, you're having a conversation here with Molly. Cool, not a problem. Again, you're not violating any rules, but you are now telling her you're even willing to chase her and you like her. At that point, you must go and see Kaktherine and seek her face like you're seeking the Lord and tell her, oh my God, you are the God of awesome wonders. Consider all the universe has made. You understand? Yeah, I'm singing wrong lyrics. But you got to go to her and seek her face and be like, hey, look, let me be real. Look, let me be real. Just one conversation with Kaktherine. That's it. Just one. Just one conversation with Kaktherine. That's all you need to have. And let her know, baby, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm open. Yeah? I'm open. The word for today is I'm open. Meaning I'm open and ready to talk to anybody else, So I can't be mad at it. You know what I mean? I and that's true. Kaktherine did. She cut off all the other potentials. She stopped being open. So at that point, she finished. Well, I didn't even say she stopped being open. She didn't have anybody else. That's the reality. This game is all about having second options, and most people don't have second options here. That's the reality of the situation. Yeah? All right. Sorry. Woo, baby. Here. Look. And then this part here. Outrageous.
Feeling better now.
Zach's trying to get clarity.
Hey. How you feeling, Kaktherine?
What do you... That comment, what's that comment mean? Does that...
Can I be honest with you? Let's tear some t-shirts and stretch some things. First of all, Ty and Sammy was a B move. Yeah, that was a snake move. That was a snake move. Look, if we're boys, you don't. If we're boys, you don't go behind my back and you go and incite violence with the girl that I'm feeling. Yeah, don't go incite violence. Okay, don't go and incite violence on my behalf. Don't do it. I don't need your help to that.
Let there be carnage.
I don't need you to go and do that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. And it's embarrassing because not only is Kaktherine there, but Sammy's there. Then Ella's there. Then Mehdi and Whitney are there. It's embarrassing. That for me was a sucker blow by Sammy first of all to start off with, and he's not your friend, so I get it. But Ty, if you said that you are the friend of Kaktherine, I don't see how this is friendship vibe. That if you tell me you're a friend of Zach, I don't see how that's a friend vibe. That level of snakiness is concerning for me. Like, I get it, Zach will do that to a girl, but for you to do that to a boy who you said is your boy, okay, that makes me vex. That makes me angry. You understand? Yeah? That makes me angry. That level of gameplay is disgusting to me. Yeah? I don't like those games. You know what I mean? Yeah? I don't like those games where you drop that about you're dropping your boy into it. Like our boy is wrong. You understand? Right? We get it. The boy is wrong. I'm not saying that Zach is right, but I'm saying that's meant to be your boy. And then you do that to your boy, then you say Kaktherine also your girl. So it's just for me, it's like you're double-minded, and because of your double-mindedness, you are a problem. Okay, you are a problem. Yeah, cannot trust you. You are a bastard. I can't trust you. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, I cannot trust you. Yeah. So
I think
if there's something there between them.
Yeah, I think he wants to know if Molly wants to get to know him. And then he'll make a decision from there. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like that's what he wants. He wants to know where Molly's head's at, bro, because he's just hearing.
So he does then, because if he doesn't want...
That did not help the situation. That did not help the situation. That's all I'm going to say. It did not help the situation. You understand? Look, exactly like what? Me, I don't need to get involved. Because I want to win. I need to focus. And the less things that I'm getting involved with, the more chance I have of winning. Look, let me be real with you. Okay? Let me be real with you. It's messy out there. Okay? It's messy out there. Okay? It is messy out there. But let me say something. I'll give a little bit of an idea behind this.
Obviously, not that I closed anyone off, but...
Obviously, you made it clear that you like Zach the most, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I do feel like you like Zach more than he likes you, to be honest. That's what I feel.
Okay, I want to be honest with you. I want to be honest with you. If you walked in on your friend holding your girl like that, would you be concerned? I want to know if you walked in and you saw your boyfriend holding his female friend like that, would you be concerned? Okay, better yet, let me say the other way. If it is your girl and you saw your boy holding your girl, his best friend like that, would you be concerned? Would you be saying, would they only have a brother and sister relationship? Talk to me now. You're saying you're putting smiley face in the chat. Talk to me now. If you saw that, would you be concerned by how you are seeing they're sitting? No, let's be honest. Would you be concerned if you saw your boy? The boy says, that's my sister. Would you be concerned? If your boy is holding your girl that way, would you look at it as this is just normal? So clearly the physical body language is off. I'm telling you, I got two theories, and I'll give the two theories that I have. Okay, I'll give the two theories that I have to you in a second or two. But let's just play one more time. I want you to pay attention. Oh, add some shame, add some class, but make sure your eyes are sharp. Shine your eye well. Look at where people's hands are. No. Pay attention. Look where people's hands are. Just pay attention. Okay. This is normal friendship.
Obviously, not that I closed anyone off, but
Obviously, you made it clear that you like Zach the most, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I do feel like you like Zach more than he likes you, to be honest. That's how I feel. I just want you to know that.
Now, did you hear what he said? Do you hear what he say? Do you hear what he say? He's also let me tell you something. Look. Let me tell you about the bastardry ways. Let me tell you something about Ty right now. I told you in the beginning of the season, Ty is a president. Do you remember me saying that? Okay. If you don't remember, let me say it again for you so you don't remember. I told you Ty is a president. What does that mean? It means he's always campaigning. Listen to what I'm going to say to you. He's always campaigning. I'm not saying that he likes Kat in a relationship format. Oh, would he go there? Yes, he would. Would he go there? Yes, he would. Would he go to a relationship? No. Huh? No. I wouldn't say he would want a relationship. No, he's not. That's not his type for relationship. That's not his type. Huh? That's not his type. He wouldn't go there. But if she was willing to offer, would he go there? Absolutely. I mean, most men would, but he absolutely. It's not his friend though. He's a campaigner. He is very smart and aware that it's a game. I want you to understand. Yeah, you have to. Ty is not dumb. He's not dumb. Like he plays like he's almost like he's not very smart. He's not dumb. The guy is a president. He's always campaigning. What it means is he's always gathering votes. Do you understand? He's always gathering votes. So even now when he's talking to her, first of all, his hand placement wasn't the issue. Although I don't like the fact his hand is around her like that. I don't think his hand is. I mean, when I think about it, who else does he put his arm around? Who else? Right? It's. Let me tell you what he's doing. Let me be real with you. He's an absolute complete bastard because he knows how to draw you in by flirting while not flirting. You see, there's a level of flirting that some men are very aware of. When they know that they have a certain level of attraction, they can draw you in without it looking like it's mad. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah? They know. So, for instance, if and maybe this me thinking too dark. Maybe it's me getting very dark and getting too deep. But let me bring you the darkness and the deep. Okay? When you have a certain level of ability, or you're a very good looking person, or you have some level of stature, or when you when you're how do I say it? When you're kind of like, when you have some level, right? Okay, when you have some level, okay, you are very much aware how people respond to you. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to be friends in the long run. I'm not saying that they couldn't be friends in the long run. I'm saying to you that I am very much aware. And when you roll with goons, you start to realize how many different types of guys there are out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they play the game differently in different ways. I'm not saying that this can't be a friendship. Okay. I'm not saying that at all. Okay. All right. I'm saying that he knows how to make sure the relationship works for him. So it works on his terms, not our terms. It works on my terms, not our terms. And certain men are very clever with the touching that they do, the flirting that they do, because we've seen it already how he did with Jess. We've seen it already how he said, "No, that's just my friend," and friend zoned her, and then lipsed her in the game. I'm not aware. I'm not stupid of your madness. Sorry. I'm not stupid of your madness. I'm not. I'm so sorry. All right? Nah. I'm not stupid of your madness. Okay, so let's not. I'm not gonna try and pretend as if he's innocent. He's not an innocent. He's not an innocent party. You understand what I'm saying to you? When you were telling us, Jess, you just like flirting, you like messing around, but then you actually end up kissing her in the game, right? End up kissing her in the game. We know what you're doing. Okay. Now, I do believe he has some care for Kaktherine. I definitely believe there's some care there, you know. But I think he know, and I'm gonna say it. This is my personal opinion. I think he is aware. I think he's aware that, you know what, Kaktherine would go there. Now, of course, everyone thinks he's obviously of the Mayo persuasion. I tend to slightly differ that. I think she would go there. I think she would open herself and go there. And I'll tell you why, right? I don't know about you guys, but you cannot be putting your hand on my inner thigh. I'm sorry. You cannot. You cannot. We are friends, but we are not friends where you can put your hand in my inner thigh. Inner thigh. My siblings don't do that. You know what I mean? My friends can't. My female friends can't do that. Why are they putting their hand in my inner thigh like they're Abraham asking for a promise before he goes off? The servant goes off to find a wife for his son. Why would you have your hand on my inner thigh? Why would your hand be on my inner thigh? Why would it be on my inner thigh? Why would your hand be on my inner thigh? Now, someone might say, well, she probably didn't realize. No, you know exactly where your hand is. You know exactly where your hand is. Look where the hand is. I'm just saying, look, I may be reading too much into it. I'm just saying, but you don't put your hand.
Obviously, not that I closed anyone off, but
obviously, you made it clear that you like Zach the most, innit?
Yeah.
And I do feel like also feel like you like Zach more than he likes you, to be honest. That's how I feel. I just want you to know that.
Obviously.
To be fair and say, you know what? Let's give it the fact we can't see it all the way. So let's say it's inner thigh, knee. Let's say it's inner thigh, knee. Let's give it that, right? Inner thigh, knee. So probably it looks like it's on the tip of the edge of the knee area. That's a little bit too much touching for me. Yeah? We're friends, but we don't need to be that close. Okay? All right? I'm just saying. Yeah? So for me, I don't do those things. Now, if you know you do that yourself, that is something you need to think about. Okay? That is something you need to think about your own life. Okay? That is something you need to think about your own life. Okay? So if you are comfortable doing that behavior, that's something you need to think about your own life. As for me, you can't do that. I don't mind you being close to me. Even that, it's a bit too much for me personally to be up in the armpit area, you know, for me personally. But hey, but your hand to be on my inner thigh, baby, I've got nerves there. I've got nerves, okay, that connects to the groin, and the groin where the blood begins to flow in that area. Something is going to rise. You understand what I'm saying to you? Okay? Okay, so we don't need your hand there. Okay? You don't need your hand there. Okay? You don't need your hand there. So please remove your hand from my knee and put it on your own thigh. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah? You don't need that in your life. One more. Let's just watch it one more time. One more.
Obviously, not that I closed anyone off, but
obviously, you made it clear that you like Zach the most, innit?
Yeah.
And I do feel like you like Zach more than he likes you, to be honest. That's how I feel. I just want you to know that.
I'm telling you, this boy, he's ready to use her. Now I'm telling you, he's ready to use her. No, I'm going to be honest with you. He's ready to use her. Look, he's now collecting brownie points by telling her that, oh, I think you like Zach more than he likes you. Do you know that you are really, unless you and Zach have planned to get rid of Kaktherine from his side so he can go after Molly. Sir, what are we doing? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Right? What are we doing? Why are you telling her that you think that she even likes Zach more than thingy? Please, no. Please, no. What are we doing? Why are we doing that? I can't. Some of you are saying you can do the knee thigh. Hey, listen, if you can do the hand on the knee thigh, hey, I'm all with it. Listen, you go ahead and you do it. Okay, you go ahead and you do it. Okay, all I'm gonna say. Okay, all I'm gonna say is, if your partner was to see that, would they be comfortable? That should let you know the level of comfort. That should let you know whether that is an appropriate level of affection, physical contact. That's what I'm gonna say. Because whenever I say this, it's like, okay, it sounds mad until you start putting it into perspective. What would you do if your partner was holding their friend the same way they were just doing just then? Would you be comfortable? It'd be a little bit off. You'd ask questions, right? You'd feel some way, be like, that might be a little bit off. I'm not sure what's going on. So why is it? So what's the big deal? Because you guys are just friends, right? It should be appropriate. I mean, there should be nothing different to when you're single to when you're in a relationship, because you have a platonic relationship, right? You have a platonic relationship, right? Or am I bugging? Am I bugging or am I bugging? Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm bugging. No, maybe I'm bugging. But I know that will set up for a lot of people. They will not be happy. You understand? Yeah. I personally wouldn't put myself in a position to be holding a girl in that position. I don't need to. You know, me personally, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't do that to myself. Okay, if you say I'm bugging, then cool. I don't want to say anything else. If I'm bugging, let me be bugging. I'll be bugging. Okay. Let me be bugging. Let me be bugging. So this is how you guys have platonic friendships. You guys have all platonic friendships. This is how you have platonic friendships. Okay. Then let me be wrong. Let me be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong. I can't be wrong. Yeah, it's not for me. But if you can definitely, you know, I can't say anything. It's not for me. But if you can do it, then by all means, by the grace of God, continue, Sha. I don't want to discount anybody's faith. You understand? Let the faith continue. You get me? But in all reality, I do think he's campaigning. I just think that Ty is campaigning. You know, I think he's campaigning. I think what he's doing is he's getting his brownie points in. Yeah, I think he's getting his brownie points in. Yeah, so I think he's building his credit score with the girls. And you know, he's getting his points in, because if anything happens to him, then Kaktherine can save him. Oh, I saved you. I gave you information. Da, da, da. He's a clever clog. I know it. Yeah, I understand what he's doing there. You know, doing that, but a bit of a mad thing there still. This conversation
very clear that nothing was happening, bro. And like, you two were definitely serious. There's no way I'd even attempt it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You're my friend first.
Look, let's be honest, yeah. Zach's biggest problem. Let's call Zach out for what it is, right? Zach's biggest problem is that he didn't communicate with Kaktherine at all. And what I don't like is the fact that you said you were going to talk to Kaktherine and you haven't spoke to her. So you've actually been moving mad. And you said you're going to, you said to Molly herself, you're going to talk to Kaktherine. Now we're going to test some singlet now. We're going to see some singlet now. You said you are going to talk to Kaktherine. Okay? You said you were going to talk to Kaktherine. Right? You said you said you were going to talk to Kaktherine and you were going to explain that, you know what, you want to get deeper and talk to Molly more. Fantastic. What happened to that plan? Why didn't we get it? Why haven't you done it? Why didn't you go ahead and do it? That is a cowardly thing there. I don't like that aspect. You done her dirty that way. And then obviously she wasn't even aware, but unfortunately your boys snaked you out and made it even worse, because now they've come out and started making comments and basically sniggering behind Kaktherine back and in her face now. And I would be so pissed if I was Kaktherine, because you've allowed other people to laugh at me. Oh, you must be mad. Now the way my pride is set up, vengeance is mine. Yeah. So exactly, you know exactly what it is. Ty's out for himself. He's a very smart individual. Now, so it's so dirty for you to literally allow this situation to get to a point where your boys can laugh in the face of the girl, and you're gonna have to sit in the same villa. All you had to do was gonna have a conversation. That is cowardly, right? It's cowardly, and that is a problem. And it's disgusting because the other person gets hurt in a way that doesn't need to happen. Right? It's disgusting. And so my thing is, you could have avoided all of this, but you let carnage ensue. Yeah? You let carnage ensue. So for me personally, okay, I'm not about that life. I don't want to see that again. Yeah, I don't want to see that again. Honesty would have saved you a lot of madness here. And it wouldn't have changed your position with Molly. You wouldn't have changed your position. And so yeah, when you get to a point where, listen, I get it, you're not gonna apologize for kissing her in the game. I actually don't mind that. I know you're not apologizing for the kissing game because you meant it. I think what we're apologizing though is for how it went down. It should have never gone down like that. It should have never gone down like that. It should have never gone down the way it went down. The way it went down was the biggest problem. It's not the fact that you kissed the girl. The kiss the girl is also a big thing for them, but for me, it's not. But what is a problem for me is how it all went down and how it all played out. All the jigsaw pieces came together. That's the biggest problem, right? You knew you were starting to feel her from behind the scenes and didn't bother to communicate. I don't really care about Mitch. Mitch is out here saying about, getting pissed off. We don't really care.
Character, which was obviously fucking false. You can't sit down here telling me it's you, this is that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I didn't think it was that serious either. I didn't think he'd do that. He said, I want to talk more, and it has been like that.
Molly's a liar. She's an actress. She knows exactly what happened. Look, she knew that their relationship was deepening. She knew that he was feeling her a bit more. But I don't know if it's on her to go and tell Kaktherine, hey, I think there's a bit more happening between me and Zach. Can I be honest with you? I don't know if the onus is on her to do so. That's why I never really got onto Molly, because I was like, is it really her? Does she really need to do this? Is she the one to blame? Does she need to be the one that comes out and tells Kaktherine that, you know what, your man's is up in my business? Yeah, is it up to her to do so? You know what I mean? Does she need to do so? I don't think I can blame Molly per se. I think they wanted a reason to blame her because they're now saying about, well, she knew that he liked her. Did it? Well, actually, to be honest, I do agree that she knew, but I mean, to a degree of how much she knew in terms of like, does he really want to make a move? I don't know if it was going to be enough to be able to send her over the edge. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was enough for her to be like, go back and say, well, definitely, in that aspect. That's a fair point. Maybe she could have said, I'm feeling Zach a bit more. Maybe that could have been said. But is it her? Did she know that the guy was going to kiss her? Did she know the guy was going to kiss her? You know what I mean? Like he didn't plan that. He didn't tell her that he was going to kiss her. That's what people are really vexed about. The vexedness for Molly is because he ended up kissing her and disrespecting Kaktherine. So it's like, yo, even if you knew, you're still going to get disrespected. Okay, so they say it's a girl code thing. Girl code says that he should have done that. Okay, fair enough then. If it's girl code, that's girl code. I think the reason why she's putting it down is because she don't care. No, because some of you do girl code and you don't care. It's like you don't care. What do you want her to do? Not be happy that the man kissed her? To be sad? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's false. I think that's a bit fake, right? Let's be honest. The only thing that she maybe should have done was communicate ahead of time and let Kaktherine know, okay, that, you know what, Kaktherine, actually, me and Zach got something going on, or at least, I'm kind of seeing where it goes, right? Which she has let you girls all know she's open. Okay? And I'm sure she probably doesn't care about Kaktherines' feelings. Half of you don't care about the other girl's feelings either. Half of you don't care about the girl's feelings, but you have to do it because in order not to be chucked out by your girl code society, you have to do that. But the reality is, just like, and I guess men do this too, and I'm not gonna lie, she's not only women, men do this too. Sometimes people do stuff just to fit in. But the reality is you don't care. Right? You don't care. You are wild, bro. I cannot comment on this stuff, bro. I cannot comment on this stuff. But I hear what you're saying, right? And the reality of the situation is, the reality of the situation, and that's it. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Miss Ione. she doesn't know his full intention until he really does it. Like, it's like, I know it's only until today did he actually really say anything of substance. Before that, he wasn't really saying something of substance of like he actually wants to pursue something. Beforehand, all he wanted to do was, oh, I thought you were closed off. That's it. Now it's all, well, actually, let's keep it a buck. I actually want to chase you. So maybe she should have gone to it after and be like, hey, let's hey Sarah, hey baby, listen, Sarah, come and tear singlet. Sarah, come and tear the singlets. I need you on here to come and tear the singlets. I need you to come and tear the singlet, Sarah. Come and tear the singlet for them proper. We need you to tear the singlet because it's I know you. I saw your review earlier on with Zach. I watched it. Come and tear the singlet. You were saying about you want to tear singlet. You said his whole night should be on the show. Come and tear singlet for me, Sarah. Come and tear the singlet for me. But I've sent the link to you, Sarah, if you want to join. But yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't know. I think I'm not as harsh on Molly because I'm looking at it and I'm going, I think it was on Zach to say something, right? I think it's on Zach to say something. But again, I'm not a woman, so I'm gonna also take a step back and say, do you know what? From my male perspective, I don't see the problem too tough. But maybe from a female perspective, or sorry, a woman's perspective, I can understand where maybe this may look a bit difficult as well. Because for girls, they have that kind of, you have to be on code right from the beginning. But Negro, if I don't know you, I don't owe you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not your boy, then I have no I don't have no onus towards you. Oh, I'll still be here, babe. Don't worry, Sarah. I'll be here still. I have no onus towards you. I have none at all. I have no loyalty towards you. So if I go and end up dating a girl or whatever, like, yo, it's what it is. Now, of course, they want Molly to literally admit, like everything. Like it's like, baby, listen. She's also playing it coy too, because of course, should she now start going off and be like, well, he wants me definitely, when she's gonna mess up her own situation with Mitch? She's also in a very difficult predicament. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But for me, it is Zach. It is Zach. That was the issue. Now, the reason why Zach spoke to Mitch, because apparently he said they're cool, they're boys. That's the only reason why. I hate Love Island because it always does this. Like every season, like we owe you some shit. Like you ain't owe me nothing. I don't even know you, bro. I don't even know you. Yeah, I don't even know you, blood. So I don't owe you nothing, cuz. What do I owe you? Maybe I owe you a conversation, and that I can agree with. I may owe you a conversation, and that I can agree with. But anything other than that, we gonna do what we gonna do, okay? And if it's not locked in, and here's the thing, if I now go and say that I'm actually exploring something ahead, and maybe do you know what it is? Maybe for me too, I think I see the game as well as I see everything around. Like I see the game, and maybe that's part of me seeing where Molly's coming from and seeing that aspect. That I don't want to speak too prematurely. You know what I mean? I don't want to speak too prematurely. Yeah, I don't speak too much prematurely. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So if a girl's kind of feeling me, but we're not sure where we are at the moment, yeah, I don't want to mess up my main squeeze by saying that this other girl wants me for sure, and then that makes you want to leave. No, I've got to control the situation. And let's keep it real. It's about control. Everybody wants to control, right? Because this game is about control. And anybody who tells you it's about being authentic and real is lying to you. Every time we do this game show where someone gets voted off, it is about control. I have to be able to control the scenario. And whoever can control it the best, at the best, will win this game. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I mean by this, right? For instance, Ty and Ella. Ty can control Ella because, first of all, Ella is absolutely in love with Ty and has been before they go into the show. So he knows he has her locked in already. Number two, no one else is really checking in for her. And when Zach was kind of checking for her, Ty put in a bit more work. Did you notice? Now Zach ain't putting no work in for Ella. Ty's gone all the way back to the other side where he's like, do you know what? If someone comes in, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. he started talking reckless again. The reason being because he has control over the scenario. Now, Zach with Kaktherine, Zach sees Kaktherine. Let me tell you something now. Us as men, if we think we got the jump on you, we will do this stuff to you. We will. If we think we got a jump on you, we will do this stuff. So what I saw from Zach to Kaktherine was just like Kaktherine saw she had Andre's number, and I said it in the very beginning, he had Kaktherine number because Kaktherine may have thought, I'm reserved and I'm cool, and you see me, I'm not getting too pressed. It's not about you getting pressed. It's about you that you're impressed by him. That was the issue. You were too impressed by him, and he could see that. Right? But I'm gonna say again. Oh, sorry about that. He I think in his head, he came to be a bastard on the show. I can't lie to you, right? He came on the show to be a bastard. That's got nothing to do, that's got less to do with Kaktherine and what she is, but just the fact that he came to be a bastard on the show. So so let's keep it a buck and keep it real. That's what he was doing. We kind of called it out from earlier because in the beginning of the game, remember I said, I feel like I've been saying this and like, I know Black Twitter wanted to keep it love and they wanted to see it win, but body language is a really key thing for me, right? Body language is huge for me. And one thing I've been saying from the very beginning, when I told you guys, if you've been watching my review from the day one, I told you that this ain't gonna work because his eye contact is all fucked up. His eye contact is all over the place, blood. His eye contact is absolutely shambolic. Someone else said about, I see Tim Westwood. You know what I mean? Right? His eye contact is wild to me. And I told you about this eye contact thing that he does, even when they were in the thing. Let me see if I got a clip for you guys. Let me see if I got an old one as well. I don't know if I got an old one. If I did, I would have brought it to you. Okay, let me bring the one I was talking about. Where he's lied on a bed with her and then they have a kiss. Okay, here.
Yeah, look at the preparation you need to do. Get out of here, bro.
Cool.
You look at...
I got the wrong clip. I apologize, guys. Hold on.
You've just done it so...
Yeah, natural.
It's been effortlessly natural.
That position that he's in, he's always in that position. You ever noticed? Okay? He's always in that position. He's always looking into the distance and you're looking at him. That, to me, I already said it beforehand, is an indication of poor emotional, it's going to be poor intimacy that you're going to have with that person, right? If something I know, as an avoidant attachment, one of the hardest things for people to do in avoidant attachment is to look at the person because it builds attachment, right? It builds attachment. Now, unless you're a cold-blooded liar, and you have to be, in order to be able to look at somebody and give them eye contact and lie to them, you have to be a cold-blooded liar. And it's so funny that I'm saying this because I'm really talking about myself, right? So I remember I literally I was doing a blog. No, I was doing a podcast piece. I was doing a podcast piece just the other day. And it was called I Was Broken, right? Let me read something to you. I'm going to read something to you. This is what I wrote down. I said, it's a piece of extract of my podcast that I wrote. I said, I think the craziest thing about discovering you are broken is what kind of evil can become of it. You don't realize you're broken or unhealed, more so that you are not good, right? Your moral pedestal of superior morality doesn't exist. That's the scariest thing, right? Doing bad things has scales and has limits, right? For instance, you might steal from the shop, but not from your friend, right? The latter being heinously much more worse, okay? Then I said about a situation, I want to put this, where is the part where I spoke about lying? Okay. Okay. I think I wrote it down here. I don't know. So it's a long piece. I have to read it to you later, guys. Later. But I was saying that the scariest thing for me is the day that I cheated I looked the person in the eye and I said to them, I love you. No, I love you, yeah. I looked you in the eye. That is very dark. Now, I can see when someone's not really feeling somebody, because when you've lived on the edge, you know. But that person right there, yeah. It's not it. It's not there. Okay? Right? So I know for sure that there's intimacy issues. I know for sure you're probably lying. I know for sure that you're not as involved as you need to be. And he's been doing it consistently with Kaktherine. Consistently. Right? And even a little bit with Molly too. It's a bit more. I think he gives Molly a far more better eye contact than he does give to Kaktherine. But he doesn't give eye contact much even to her, which tells me that he's in here to be a bastard. And maybe he finds it very hard to look at people because he knows he has to look at himself, right? And look at what he's doing to the person. Right? So, so I'll ask who the person I tell that I love them, the person I was in a relationship with. Yeah. Person I was in a relationship with. I told him I loved them, and it was partly true. I did love them, and I was in love with them, but I cheated, and it is what it is. But I looked them right in the eye and said it. You know what I mean? That kind of level of lying is disgusting and it's scary. And it's very dark. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. So it gets to that point, you know what I mean? So for them situations, I'm like, oh no, it's a little bit wild. I can't even play with you on that. And then I think also with Molly, like I said, I think what I can agree with them saying, okay, what I can. Luffy said, can you truly love somebody and cheat? I'll answer that question in a second. But what I'd say is, with Molly's situation, she's manipulative. Yeah, she's an actor. You know what I mean? She's an actor, right? And I said that from last time when she did this whole crying thing.
Yeah, you go with the flow. You're not that. You don't want to force anything. Yeah, and you don't want to let anyone down. And you don't want to be
because it looks like this.
Yeah, and you don't want to be mean.
She's an actor. She acts. And so all of this is acting for her. I'm not saying that she doesn't believe what she's doing or if anything's not true. I'm saying the way she responds to things, you're right. Yes, the smugness, the laughing, she's enjoying it. But she's an actor. She don't care about Kaktherine feelings. And that's the reality of the truth. So when she's saying she cares, I'm like, no, you don't. You don't care. You know you don't care. And I know, I see people who are definitely don't care about people's feelings. I know. Okay? I know. Okay, I know that you don't care about her at all. I know this already, right? I'm trying to find a clip that you guys said that he told us that. Hold on. Where did Andre say that he would choose Kaktherine? I keep seeing this, but I never saw where he said it. Where did he say it? What part did he say it in? Was it a voiceover or was it like him talking with the boys? What part of it? And I'll try and find a clip for you guys. But I never saw it and I never heard it. So I don't know where he said that line. And I don't know if I missed it. I must have missed it because I didn't hear it, but I don't know where he said that in. I'm still confused. So where did he say that? If I can get that, and I'll try and find a clip for you guys. So I can't find that. I don't know where that is if I'm talking about clips. You know what I mean? Oh, when the boys were having a denim party. Okay, let me get that clip for you guys. I'll find that clip then. Going worry, don't you worry, child. God's got a plan for you. Don't you worry, child. Okay, let's see. Were they already ready? Were they already ready at the time? Hold on. So were they already in the room or something? Let me just see, because I see the girls getting ready, but I don't see the guys getting ready. Okay, here. Okay, maybe it must be here. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Before denim party. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. I have to find it later on because boy, if I get a copyright situation, madness. But yeah, I know. Yeah, he definitely does. They just need another one, another girl for him to bring that in. So yeah, but oh man, so it's crazy, man. Oh, okay. So okay. So Molly's well connected. That's probably why she's getting the storyline she's getting. I told you that whatever. Look, you know, Esther is all forgiven on thingy channel. Actually, yeah. No. So I told you that obviously, that you know that with Molly's situation, that when she came back, it looked like she had been talking. Right? I said that like it looked like the producer had spoken to her. The way she came back, she just looked like a zombie. I can't lie to you, but it looked like the producers were like, "Baby, stick in there, hang in there, stay with him." That's what it felt like. It felt like she got a pep talk and said, "Go back and talk to him and just be cool with him." Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the energy she was giving. So I won't be surprised if she is a producer plant or whatever. And she's getting pushed her way, whatever. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised if that's the thing. Do we think that the producers told Zach to go for Molly? I don't know, I don't know. They might have encouraged it. You know what I mean? They might have, like, persuasion-wise, might have said, who do you fancy here? Who do you find good looking? And then gone like, well, I think you should pursue it, don't you? Like them kind of things there. I think it's one of them ones there. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I'm gonna say that's the one that I think it is. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of crazy in that respect, Okay, I just seen the clip that you guys talking about. I literally just seen it just now. So the clip where he says about he chose Kaktherine. Oh man, that's mad. That is mad. But we knew that already. It was always going to be Kaktherine. So Kaktherine will be saved. That means he might save Kaktherine over Rucci. We'll see. It is a mad thing. I hear that. I definitely wouldn't let Dre go back to Kaktherine. I definitely hear that. I think there's no reason for him to go back, right? If he can't play the game. Me personally, I would go back. Okay, I'll go back. You know why I'll go back? Yeah, because I'm here to win. Okay, and I'm here to ruin lives. So, you know what I mean? I'm about to win and ruin lives. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. So for me personally, I'm just gonna be here to ruin lives, get my win, and get out of the way. The money needs to be made. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, his top three were those three. I think he played a game. I personally think he played a game. Can I be honest with you? I think Zach played a game absolutely 100. Because his top three, like I told you, I said this in my review last time. I said to you guys, look, his top three was Rucci, Kath, and Whitney. And there was no reason why, not Whitney, sorry, Kaktherine, Ella. There was no reason why Rucci didn't get a look in. Because the other two might have been compromised, but Rucci would have been there. So why didn't you go for Rucci? You know what I mean? Why didn't you go for Rucci? Why didn't you go for Rucci? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's giving. He had a game plan. That's the reality. He had a game plan when he came in. He knew what he was coming to do. He knew what he was coming to say. He was coming to make sure there was going to be some energy that he was going to bring to the table. You know what I mean? So I ain't even mad at it. You know, I just know that it's a game for him, and he was coming to play his game. You know, all right. He was coming to play his game. Okay, so listen, and that's what I'm saying. Zach's very clever. He knew what he was doing. He chose all POC women, but who he really want? Okay, who did he really want? Who did he really want? Yeah. That's what I'm going to say. You know who he really wanted, to be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. Okay, so he ended up going for who he really wanted. That's his preference. And I'm not mad at it. It's just the way he went about it.
I'm not going to say sorry for like that aspect.
Well, you're not going to say sorry for disrespecting me?
No.
Okay.
What I feel like there was never any disrespect towards it. Like I never wanted that type of...
You didn't even have...
When a man steps off by saying, I'm not going to say sorry, I just want to let you know. When a man sets off by saying, let me be honest with you, I'm not going to say sorry. Just know that any sensibility, any love, any care, any appreciation that he has for you is done. Yeah? Because unless he feels like unless he feels like you are somebody who takes advantage, there is no reason why for him to start the conversation off, go towards the end of the conversation and say, my friend, I'm not going to say sorry. You know what I'm saying? So right there told me everything I need to know. He said, listen, baby, maybe you got this all wrong. You know, maybe you got this all wrong. Like, let's be real. Let me keep it a buck. Let me keep 100 with you. You know, you ain't about to play me. Okay, that's the kind of energy it is. It's like, you're not about to play me. But Kaktherine was never going to play him. She really was liking him. So then for him to turn like that and give it a dead pause, the dead energy that, yo, listen, I'm not going to say sorry. Yeah, he don't like her. He don't like her. Yeah? He don't like her. Yeah? He don't like her. For a man to say, I'm not apologizing, like that, it's often because there's a lot of pride there, but two, they feel that by you apologizing to you, you're taking advantage of them. But in what case here is she taking advantage of him? She liked you, she's been with you, okay, yeah, all right, and she's been talking to you, and she's been in your good book. So why then does it come to that point where you then say, I'm not gonna apologize? Right? He don't like her at all. Bro, he was doing the most. Listen, I don't know if I got the clip. Let me see if I got the clip, because he dropped the bar.
I've been single a very long time. This is all new to me. If I want to do something, I need to know 100%.
Because what we actually doing?
Nah, yeah. I didn't even know where my head was at.
Man said, I didn't even know where my head was at. So man couldn't even tell man that, listen, I didn't know where my head... How you not know what... So if you don't know where your head's at, shouldn't you let me know where your head's at? Right? If you don't know where your head's at, surely you should be asking me, telling me like, yo, I need some space to the... So what he did is that he then turned it around. So, you know, it's when the man, you know, when the man make an argument in a relationship, and then they make the relationship, they make an argument in a relationship so that you can end the relationship, so they're not the bad guy. That's exactly what he did. Because instead of just saying, listen, do you know what, can I be honest with you? I need some space. Or even just saying, look, can I be honest with you? Look, I've been feeling Molly, and I was stupid. I should have come to you earlier. I didn't come to you. You know what I mean? I didn't come to you. What he's doing right there is going to make her want. Listen, if Kaktherine is not aware of the game, she's going to like it more. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. If Kaktherine is not on game, she's going to like him even more. And I'll tell you why she's going to end up liking him even more if she's not on game. Because once the person becomes nonchalant about it, The incessant need to find out why they're so nonchalant and why they don't want you so coldly makes a person want to yearn to find out. And it makes a person actually do the opposite of going away from you. So when he then said, oh, look, he said, listen, look, let me be real with you. This situation, I've never been in a relationship, and okay, cool. And I've it is what it is, at this point in time. And then he, instead of him just taking charge and saying, hey, look, you know what? I need time to spend time with money, or to say, you know what? I need space. He actually flipped it and said, well, if you need space, let me know. See, but what that does, it's a very clever manipulation, right? It's very clever. Because what it does, it puts the ball back into your court to say, you have the power to make this relationship work. If it doesn't work, it's not my fault. I didn't say I needed space. You said you need space. I didn't tell you I needed space. So when she asked him first and said, do you need space or do you whatever, instead of him answering and saying, you know what? I don't need space. He did answer at first. He said, I don't necessarily need space, but he said, but instead of him then finishing off by saying, look, I'm going to spend more time with money, and I probably should have told you that. My bad. That's what I apologize for, right? Instead of saying that and cleaning it up, he didn't. He was like, well, you know what? If you need space, then, obviously then you take the space, isn't it? Kind of thing. Right now, that puts the ball back in her court. So if it goes wrong, it's on her. And the one thing about women also too, no offense to you ladies, but it's biblical. Okay, all right. Adam blamed Eve from the very beginning of the garden. So I believe that women sometimes carry a bit of guilt when it comes to these relationship stuff. They want to see it work so bad that, you know what, when a man puts a blame on them, they try to figure it out, right? So when he flips it back onto her, right, and says, you know what, I don't need a break, but if you need a break, it means that now you are in charge of making this work. And when someone is so nonchalant about the situation, right, and it's so cold, it's almost like, why are they so cold? Then what happens is your ego, now we're going to talk about some real stuff now, your ego begins to kick in too. So your ego is like, well, I need to figure out why he's like that, because there's no way, and it's a bit of ego, a bit of pain, a bit of hurt as well. I can't see how he would just suddenly turn against me like this. Maybe I've done something wrong, or maybe I haven't said something, or maybe I haven't, this or that. So then the questions start kicking in about what you haven't done, because he's just told you that, you know what, if you need space, I'm cool. But if you need it, then maybe you're the issue. So now what you're going to realize is then and so what it does, it gives you this ego kick and says, you have power to change me, but you don't. You don't have power to change him. It's an elite level of manipulation. You don't have power to change him, because he should have never done this in the first place. It's a real speed. He should have never done it in the first place. But now you're going to think you have the ability to change him because he told you, oh, well, if you need a space, meaning that you're going to be at fault. So if you need a space, you broke it off. So now if anything happens, and of course in relationships, things happen, later on the line, he's going to be like, well, you said you need a space. So now when you come back and this is, okay, let me give you what's even deeper, right? What's more than likely going to happen is that if they were to split or something like that, or go on a little break or whatever, right? If Kaktherine ever comes back talking any kind of talk that is towards a relationship, right? He's going to be like, but I thought you said you needed space. Now, what happens when that person says, I thought you needed space, is complete power dynamics. Now you've lost all power in a relationship, because now he knows, I thought you said you needed space, even though it wasn't you that needed space per se. When you come back, he knows now. Oh, well, you needed space. Okay, you're back though. Okay. He gonna treat you 10 times worse. 10 times worse. 10 times worse. Right? He gonna treat you 10 times worse. So there's Kaktherine. The only winning solution here, baby, is to leave it alone. Or at least if you know what you're doing, you play the game and you ride it out, baby. But if you know you can't do it, leave it alone, babe. Leave it alone. They need some new people for her, though. They need some new people. I can't lie to you. We need some more black adjacent people. We need some more of that so that we can enjoy the show as it is. Because at the moment it's a bit narrow. I can't lie to you. We need some more of that, But yeah, he played an elite level of game there. I can't lie to you. He threw it back. I don't know about that.
I've been single a very long time. This is all new to me.
And you still don't know where your head's at?
I'm still trying to just figure out where my head's at. Like, it's literally not one of those ones.
So do you want space? Like,
definitely not. Like, look, if you want space from this, I completely understand it.
See that level of bastardry? Man said, listen, you see, he couldn't even finish off the sentence. Did you hear what? She's like, so what? Do you need space? I don't need space. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh. He didn't want to answer. See, I've told you. Let me tell you something. When I finish this, I need to finish this book. I really do need to finish a book. I need to finish writing my book so you understand what I'm saying. This is exactly what I write about in the book. You can't hold someone until they say something. Right? You can't hold men until they say it. Once they say it, you can hold them to it. One thing most men who are of some level of ilk and who are not necessarily narcissists, and not everyone is dating a narcissist, by the way, not all your exes are narcissists, some of them are just bad. But you know, once he answers and says, yes, I want space, then he becomes the initiator of the action. But you notice that he started and stopped. Because he knows if he initiates it, he has to control how this relationship is going to work. If it breaks down, it's on him. He doesn't want that. He wants to be able to say, it's your fault. And if it's your fault, hey, can't blame me. I can't be the bad guy. Yeah, I kissed another girl, but you said you wanted to end it, so it can't be me. You know what I mean? Don't put it on me. You know what I mean? Like, I was willing to work, you know? Yeah, I was willing to work, but if you don't, that's you, innit? But if you put it on him to say it, then the onus is on him to do better and to do it accordingly, right? Just watch it one more time and you'll see what I'm talking about, right?
And you still don't know where your head's at?
I'm still trying to just figure out where my head's at. Like, it's literally not one of those ones.
So do you want space? Like,
definitely not. Like, look, if you want space from this, I completely understand.
I stopped to answer. Like, do you want space? Definitely. He thought about it. Let me not say that, because if I say that, I'm gonna have to initiate it. And let me tell you something. A lot of this stuff, yeah, it's not necessarily conscious behavior. What I mean by that is he's not literally thinking in the second, in the minute, don't answer the question. It's so subconscious because when you're a manipulator, it becomes part of your DNA. It becomes part of your movement. It becomes your breath and how you live. That every single time you must get your way, you are always in a frame of mode of work or behavior that just feeds into the selfish narrative. So everything becomes about you. Right? So he needs to not do that. And that's what the manipulation does. Very, very smart. You know what I mean? Very, very smart. It's clever. It's dark. You know what I mean? But I said, do you want the space? You have crumbled. No lie. No lie told. You know? No lie told. Now, someone asked me a question earlier on. I said I was going to answer it. Let me answer it now, because I said I was going to answer it. You know what I mean? So, Luffy K said, can you truly love someone and cheat? And I want to say this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just want to answer that question for Luffy K, because we were talking about it a little bit earlier on. Can you love someone and cheat? Absolutely, you can. It's unfortunate, but you can do it. You can decide. You know, that's a good book there, Felicia, too. Right? You can love someone and cheat. You know what I mean? Now, if you're gonna consistently cheat, you don't love that person as much as you need to. But yes, you can love that person and cheat. It's a shame. I hate that for anybody who's in a situation where they've had to, you know, experience cheating or had to forgive somebody who's cheated. It is very painful, and it's not nice, and it's not pleasant either. But you can love someone and cheat, and it's because of your selfish, and it's your inherent selfishness and your lack of self-discipline that usually takes us there, and then not dealing with emotional wounds. It's usually what takes people to that edge and to cheat. You know. You have to have boundaries. You're a human being and you have weaknesses. And so the opposite sex are always a problem. You give them enough space, they'll take a mile from you. So I think everyone has to be aware of the fact that they're a human being and don't play with fire and create effective boundaries in a relationship as well. So yeah, listen, guys, it's been good. It's been fun. It's been amazing. I enjoyed it. We'll talk some more a little bit later. I know the show will be on in a few hours' time. I'm going to go for a jog. But I appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. And remember, have some shame, have some class about yourself. Have some shame and have some class about yourself. Okay? All right? It's a madness out here, cuz. Much love, much appreciation.